Hello, my name's Hemingway Jones, and I make videos about fountain pens, inks, journals, and journaling for curious people. Welcome to the channel. So, I'm really happy to have you here. It is Thanksgiving week, and of course that's a holiday here in the United States where we just show some gratitude for all the good things that have happened to us and all the great things going on in our lives, and we eat quite a bit. So it's sort of a mix between gratefulness and gluttony, but in the most delightful way. What I thought I'd speak about today are the 5 fountain pens that I'm most grateful for and why. So let's take a look. So the first fountain pen I'd like to speak about today is one that's very well known on this channel, and it just means quite a bit to me. It's been with me for a very long time indeed. It's a fountain pen that was given to me by my wife 10 years ago, and this is the Montblanc 149 Meisterstück. An absolutely brilliant fountain pen that's incredible to write with, has a beautiful nib that flows wonderfully, it's very expressive, is easy to get some nice line variation out of, and it's just a constant and consistent joy. And one of the reasons I'm so thankful for this pen is that every time I go and I reach for it, I think of my wife, and I think of the investment that she's made in us and her just constant support and her optimism about where we would go as a couple and both each individually in our careers and our lives. And it's just so much joy and love tied up in that pen. And I'll have to say that any Montblanc association is just wiped from that pen to me. I just see this gift that came from her those 10 years ago, and it means so much to me. And I think of all the times I've carried it, all the trips, the places, the things I did, and even the 4 or so years when it was my only pen. I'm going to talk about that sometime, but it's a very interesting phase in my fountain pen journey. So stay tuned for that video coming up soon. The next fountain pen I'd like to speak about today is just a fantastic representation of the wonderful people I've met since I started this channel 2 years ago. And this is the Lami 2000. Hopefully you've seen my recent review and you know that Brendan Schmidt of Atlas Stationers gave me this pen. It was in a box of a pen that I had bought, and he knew that I said I would never buy this pen, so he made sure that I was able to have one regardless. And just, it's been so much fun to experience this pen and to really look at it very objectively from an outside perspective. And within all of that, it's just this feeling of warmth and friendship that I get from Brendan. And it really reminds me of all the people within the fountain pen community and how everyone works hard to either provide a nice service or to make good videos and everything else. So every time I reach for my Lami 2000, I just get a little bit of a smile of appreciation for Brendan Schmidt, who just extended his hand in friendship since I met him just a little bit over a year ago. And I'm very happy to have this pen to remind me. He's just stellar. So my next pen is a TWSBI Diamond 580 that was given to me by my cousin Kim one Christmas. And this was my first TWSBI. It was my introduction to the world of TWSBI, and boy has that taken me to many different places. And this just shows you how family is fantastic for opening doors and inspiring you to go in different directions than you would have thought. I love this pen. I'm always reaching for it. It's actually not inked at the moment, but that's kind of nice because I can show it to you in all of its unfilled glory. It looks like a crystal. It's just so pretty, and it's a great color. So it's just one of my favorite workhorse pens that's been with me for a long time now, and I'm just so grateful for her, for the inspiration, for the gift. It's meant so much to me, and it really had a huge impact on this channel. So family is the best. so great that we have those people in our lives that we can truly rely on. The next pen that I'm thankful for is just such a great story. I'm just so thankful that these circumstances worked out so perfectly for me. And that's the story of the Cartier Diabo. So I bought this pen at the perfect time. Levenger at the time was doing away with selling any other fountain pen beside their own brand. So they had steep discounts on everything. And at the time, I would not have considered buying a $1,000 pen. And this was listed for somewhere in that neighborhood, and it was literally 80% off. So I found it for $200, and it's this gorgeous Chinese lacquer with this gorgeous free-flowing nib and feed combination that just makes your words so much fun to write, so smooth and beautiful on the page. And the pen itself is like a little work of art. And I'm just so thankful that I own this. It's an interesting pen. It's unique in my collection. There's really nothing else like it. And if I didn't happen to be in the Prudential Center that day when they were doing away with all of their pens, I wouldn't have had it. So I'm very grateful for that. And another pen I'm grateful for is this Waterman 52.5 that I bought from Peyton Street Pens, which is one of my favorite vintage pen retailers. This pen just really showed me the power of a vintage pen, especially in those ideal flexi nibs that are so much fun to write with, so flexy and expressive and so much like a paintbrush. And it's just so amazing the kind of line variation and emotion that you can put into each line. It makes writing a joy. It is small, it doesn't hold a lot of ink, but it's extremely elegant and fun to write with. Very light, easy to carry. So I'm just so grateful that this pen especially opened my mind and my imagination to the possibilities of vintage pens. So I think the biggest thing I'm grateful for since starting this channel is literally all of you. Your support has meant so much to me. It's been so much fun growing this channel. Never thought we'd hit the heights that we're at now. I remember when I felt like I was just this lost satellite, just beaming images to anyone who might recognize them and see them. And it was very humbling and very fun to kind of find my niche and find my connection with all of you like-minded people, because I'm really searching for the poets out there, and I feel like I've found them. So many of you have sent pens and inks and drawings and stickers and all sorts of wonderful things to me and my family. It's touched me very deeply, and I'm so appreciative and so thankful that you're here as well. Like Wolf Kate Witch sent this Jinhao 82 with the Fude nib that I'm still wrestling with, but I'm grateful for it every day. And Kate, you sent a bunch of other pens as well, and I thank you so much for those. Also, Terry Edginton, thank you. You opened me up for eyedropper pens with the Medusa Opus 88 pen, which is one of my favorite correspondence pens now. So I'm just so grateful for all of you in the comment section, for how supportive and knowledgeable and compassionate you are with each other. And I would say troll sightings are rare on this channel, and it's a credit to all of you, because it's just not that kind of environment. We're accepting here, and I want this channel to grow and to become even more interesting, more compelling, and I want the videos to be entertaining, to make you think a little. So I'm so grateful for all of you and all your hard work on behalf of this channel. So thank you for letting me share some of what I'm grateful for, and I just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for being here as we look forward to yet another year on the Hemingway Jones channel. So thank you for watching. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel and you've reached this point, maybe you should follow along. I'd love to have you, and I'd be grateful for you. So think of that. So tell me in the comments, what are you grateful for? What is inspiring you this year? here we are in the holiday season. Let's enjoy ourselves. So I make new videos each week, and I do a live show as well. So I promise we will see each other again very soon, further up the road. Take care.